Wild. The Weaver. And the Worm. 3 primal forces from which the world, Gaia, springs. The Wild is creation, formless and abundant. The Weaver shapes, making order out of chaos. The Worm, whose purpose was to destroy the old, to make room for the new, went mad. Now, a force of corruption, feeding on greed, malice, and hate. It ravages Gaia. Through its unwitting accomplices, mankind. The balance between those 3 forces is long gone now. Insidiously, the Worm gains more and more ground every day, vitalized by the damage humans have brought to the Earth. We, the werewolves, remain, born of man, beast, and spirit. We are the vindication of Gaia and the Wild.
All right. They should be ready now.
The best way to get Indran out of the region is to attack their bottom line. We have a plan to convince them there's no profit to be had here. Ludmilla, if you please.
I've recently gained access to the system that controls all the on-site oil pumps. That's our target. We tamper with the pumps and send dummy data to the system to make them think their oil field has run dry.
Will that really be enough?
According to the internal files I got my hands on, they treat unprofitable sites like gangrenous limbs. They'll give this one the chop right away.
So, how do we go about this, Rodko? Who does what?
Ludmilla knows the location, so she will take point. She'll infiltrate the site and connect Ava to their network, giving her access to their system.
Once I'm hooked up, I'll only need a few minutes.
But if something goes wrong, my wife ends up on her own in enemy territory. I don't like it.
I'm going to be fine, Cahal. We've been preparing this for weeks. We've calculated the risks.
And if there's any sign of trouble, you and I go in and retrieve her. But I'd rather we stay covert. Ludmilla will have the easiest time on her own.
I'm heading out. I want to be done before daybreak. Take care of Adana while I'm away. I think she's going a little crazy all cooped up in here.
It's our duty to be here. She needs to learn that it's hers too.
She's just a teenager.
Endron. One of the most destructive companies North America. I don't like thinking that Ludmilla's on her own, Rodko.
I understand. She's my
And she's Adana's
I gave it a... If things don't go as...
Not looking forward to packing all this up tomorrow morning. What do you think, old friend? Yeah, that makes 2 of us. I'm not too keen on this plan. Ava did an impressive job installing all this. I'll have to thank her. Got everything squared away?
Not still gotta...
Says the woman besides you.
That's sweet, Cahal, but how are you doing?
No, not yet. Hey,
I'm bored out of...
don't worry.
I know.
Your mom wanted you to come along.
They entail a bunch of bull...
Language.
What?
I wish I... Hey, that's your uncle. And like I said, all that observation...
Shit.
Cahal, Wake up! I'm gonna need you.
We've been stuck in this cave for weeks studying Endron's movements. At least now we finally got
A helicopter just touched down.
shaking things up. How?
Guard patrols have been... They still haven't...
So what's the
The
plan?
mission's sucked to get her on. Fortunate. There's no time to waste. My sister needs you.
Ludmilla, I'm on my way.
Remember, stay out of sight. I'll open any door I have access to through their network. I've opened all the external ducts. I'm locked in the turbine room at the center of the site. You'll have to get here without being seen. The area you're passing through should be deserted right now, though.
The door's locked. Ava?
There's gotta be a terminal close by. Find it. Oh, and deactivate any cameras you see while you're at it.
Guards. Ludmilla, we've got a lot of company.
The arrival of the Endron exec has changed their setup. Tell me where you are.
I'm looking at the southern part of the outer fence. And a shit ton of guards. There's no way I'll be able to make a move without being seen.
Southern part of the outer fence. Got it. There. That should distract them for a few minutes. But if a guard does see you...
He won't live long enough to raise the alarm. They sold their souls to Endron. They don't get any mercy.
Hell of a time for a malfunction. I'll go check it out.
Any idea what could have caused it?
I don't care. I just want it fixed and fast. Some big shot just arrived on site and the folks upstairs want everything to be perfect.
Now we're talking. I'm in the refinery.
Perfect. I'm not far now. Nearly at the passageway leading into it.